It has the makings of an epoch-making event. Probably the peace, the de facto peace that has held in the Korean Peninsula would be affected in a negative way. Why? Because I believe that Mr. Trump, President Trump, is amenable to giving North Korea its long-cherished goal, dream of a peace agreement. Peace sounds very nice, very hypnotic, very peaceful, but a peace agreement will have consequences. It will have a negative impact on the actual peace, leading to the dismantlement of the UN command. The U.S. troops in South Korea will probably have to leave at some point, maybe even U.S. troops in Japan. So it will change the status quo, the balance of power in the region in North Korea's favor.
So you think, and I've seen the reporting on this, that the president might now want to declare an end to the Korean War as part of his initiative to pull back U.S. troops from a lot of international conflicts. Do you think that is a goal of his? And do you think it would mean pulling troops out of Japan, as you just said as well?
Eventually, I do, because ending the Korean War, ending seven decades of hostility, this is North Korean verbiage that the administration is now using, much like this strange formulation, denuclearization of the Korean Peninsula, instead of saying of North Korea. There are no nukes in the South. So why has the U.S. since 2005 repeated North Korean lexicon, denuclearization of the Korean Peninsula? Because the U.S. has assumed, oh, we don't want to paint North Korea too much into a corner. Let's not say North Korea. Let's say denuclearization of the Korean Peninsula. After time, that becomes the terms that the U.S. has agreed to, North Korea has insisted on. And now a peace agreement ending the war, again, North Korean verbiage. Why would North Korea ask for such things? Because North Korea seeks to dislodge the United States from the region, from the Korean Peninsula and from Japan, thus being able to further bully, extort, censor, and maybe even prevail over the far richer, the far more legitimate Korean state across its southern border. It has a game plan. I don't think the U.S. does.
And you think the game plan might also be for North Korea to follow the old Vietnam model?
The Vietnam model, and I imagine Kim Jong-un is having daily bursts of laughter whenever he hears the U.S. says, you too can do it, follow the Vietnam model, grow your economy, let's put the past behind us, look at the U.S.-Vietnam relationship. The Vietnam model in North Korean statecraft has a specific meaning. It is to become an unbearable political liability to the United States, then do a peace deal, a peace agreement, as the U.S. did with North Vietnam in 1973, get the U.S. troops out of there, compel the U.S. to abandon the South, as in South Vietnam in 1973, and then march in with guns blazing. That has long been to North Koreans, the Vietnam model, and I think North Korea stands closer than ever to achieving that long-held dream today, at any point since the end of the Korean War in 1953.
So why is it that a lot of the South Koreans, including maybe the present government there, are so quick to want to improve, normalize, have relations with the North? Why don't they see this threat you're describing, or do they?
Well, all previous U.S. administrations have seen through North Korea's game plan, its ploy. A peace agreement, again, sounds very nice, but history is rife with peace deals that have gone awry, that have actually led to war. But this current administration is more amenable to giving North Korea what it wants for the sake of expediency. I think President Trump walked right into an elaborate trap the moment that he met with Kim Jong-un, the moment that he agreed to meet with him last year. And now the second summit is reaffirmation of the reality that it's Kim Jong-un calling the shots, dictating to the United States the terms of the dialogue, what to talk about, what concessions to seek. For South Korea, always de-escalation, rapprochement, even if it leads to a bigger problem down the road. That is good business, that is good politics, because the South Korean public has no appetite to escalate tension with North Korea.